Introducing Meta Ray-Ban Display, the world's most advanced AI glasses. With a full color display built into the lens of the glasses, it's there when you need it and gone when you don't. Send and receive messages, translate or caption live conversations, collaborate with Meta AI, and more. Be one of the first to try Meta Ray-Ban Display. Visit meta.com/Meta Ray-Ban Display to book a demo and find your pair.
Hello, HR, we need you. Just don't get in our way. Welcome to the HCM Technology News Roundup from the HCM Technology Report. It's July 29th, 2019, and I'm Mark Pfeffer. Here's some news, some headlines, and a few minutes dancing along the edge of the corporate portal to the Twilight Zone. Let's start with the news. HR practitioners need to learn more about AI, and they need to learn it faster. So says HR.com's Research Institute. They found that while AI isn't widely used for talent acquisition, that's going to change soon, as in the next 2 years. First Advantage announced a new feature called Right ID, an ID verification system that confirms government-issued identifications, say driver's licenses, in real time. It launches in August. Upwork, known as a gig job matching platform, added features to its agency products. They aim to improve how employers and staffing agencies can work together. Upwork said the new tools demonstrate its commitment to providing tech and services that support large project work in boutique agencies. Finally, if you're going to the Social Recruiting Strategies Conference in Philadelphia next week, it runs from August 6th to August 8th, I'm going to be there too, so look out for me. I have a bad habit of buying drinks for people who tell me they read and love the HCM Technology Report. Sad, I know. Okay, now, imagine, if you will, some of the biggest multinationals in the world planning under great pressure to transform their workplace for peak performance in the digital age. There's technology involved, and process, and adoption. The overarching question of what will the workforce do? And now imagine, not even a third of those companies, 30% of them, have HR deeply involved in the effort. That is a Twilight Zone. And yes, you heard me right. ISG studied the Workplace of the Future initiatives of 30 global enterprises. It found that the same executives who worry about employee expectations, adoption, and other workforce issues don't bother to talk with HR very much. In fact, 43% said HR has little to no involvement in workplace transformation. Only 9% say HR is fully integrated into the process. Only 9%. Think about that for a second. I'll wait. Okay, so what's the impact of this? Well, here's an example. Most enterprises are moving to cloud-based solutions for things like email, word processing, and collaboration. But they're frustrated because a lot of employees don't understand how to use those tools. Hello? HR? L&D? ISG identified 5 key themes that run through workplace transformations. 4 directly involve HR. The first theme, the workplace is changing. It's becoming more collaborative, more flexible, and always connected. And I think everybody knows that. Second, HR is underrepresented in transformation efforts. And that's what we've been talking about. Third, enterprises are struggling to balance employee experience with money, much of it for technology. In other words, budgets are getting in the way. And finally, they're having a tough time meeting employee expectations about flexible technology in flexible work environments. So I've got to ask, have business leaders just somehow gotten it into their heads that because transformation has so much to do with technology, the employee angles, experience, retention, recruiting, heck, maybe even safety don't matter so much anymore? Well, that would be a mistake. And only a very technically smart HR group is going to be able to fix it. For the workforce to, work, CHROs need to bring their bosses back to reality and get them out of the Twilight Zone. That's it for this week. Check out www.hcmtechnologyreport.com every day for the latest HR technology news. That's HCMTechnologyReport.com. I'm Mark Pfeffer.
Welcome to Don't Retire, Graduate, the podcast that asks you what you want to be when you grow up so you can graduate into retirement with a purpose and a passion, whether you're 25, 85, or any age in between. Gain actionable financial and mindset tips from your favorite authors, podcasters, and influencers to help you reach that exciting next chapter. Listen now and start building your path to financial freedom and reframing what retirement can mean to you. This is your host, Eric Brotman, reminding you, don't retire, graduate.
The world's best-known investor and Wall Street expert, Warren Buffett, once said, "Wall Street is the only place that people ride to in a Rolls-Royce to get advice from those who take the subway." Mr. Buffett's quote is remarkably accurate, but how many people would rather receive advice from him than someone simply guessing? Welcome to Buy, Hold, Sell, your single source for Wall Street knowledge and profitable guidance. Please join me, Todd Schoenberger, and fellow trader Tobin Smith, as well as host Veronica Dudo, for a podcast known to move the needle for investors. Tobin and I are seasoned Wall Street executives with deep investment experience, and we are prepared to share our advice to those who choose to listen. Download Buy, Hold, Sell today on the Evergreen Podcast Network or your favorite podcast channel.